basically right now, for the last couple of months, you've been in music mode, right?
I've been recharging my battle side,
Okay.
but keeping the sword sharp. You might like you gotta know the difference between something that would work in a battle and something that works on a song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I'm just writing for a song and I come across something that might be more worthy for a battle, I just put it to the side. You know what I mean? And I think, a lot of people be like, oh, I don't write battle bars when I take a break. If you just naturally writing, you might just come across a battle bar. You know what I mean? So since I've been keeping my sword sharp, I've still been writing. You know what I mean? So that I knew whenever I came back to battling, I'd start a run again. You know what I mean? And I'd be at 100% and fully recharged. So that's the best way to explain it.
Listening to you talk, right? Because I know a lot of you brothers and stuff, and it feel like a lot of times from the conversation I gather from talking to you guys, some brothers say, I don't start writing down or jotting down stuff until I get a battle. But you're telling me it's opposite. Like, if something comes to your head, you might have it in the tuck, right?
Yeah, because it's not like I sit down if I don't got a battle coming up and I'm like, let me write some battle bars. I just like writing and finding new things out. Because like when I'm making music, you know what I mean? Like, first month or two, I was doing shit I was comfortable with. You know what I mean? Tempos and the kind of beats I like. But to get better, you gotta kind of get uncomfortable. So then I start trying, beats that I don't really normally, rap on, and or trying something else different, or trying something different with my voice while I'm recording, like shit like that. You know what I mean? So like I don't mean auto tune or nothing. I just mean like, you know what I mean? The way I'm delivering shit. You know what I mean? So in that, like, as you're just trying new shit, just your creative side stays creative. You know what I mean? Like, it's like keeping the flame lit. So yeah, I wasn't sitting there writing bars for anybody specific, but I had an idea might come across or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it just happens while you're being creative. So
because you have one of the most unique flow patterns in battle rap, I've always said that I think that comes from you doing music, right?
Yep.
Easy for you to have a flow pattern like that and bring that to the music aspect of it because of certain beats you rap off, and flow pattern is so important?
I think that the way that people rap, like I was just talking about this, the way that people rap in battle rap, a lot of times they steer away from rapping and they're just haymaker chasing. You know what I mean? They're just trying to land a punch. And the problem with that is, it's like, remember when T-Top battled Av and he said, that's the problem with this punchline shit. Your whole rap is whack if one line miss, right? That's the problem. There's a reason that people like Nitty or Twerk, when he's on, can do that, and they look different because they're one of the only peoples that can haymaker chase and they actually land the haymaker. You know what I mean? A lot of other people will just try to make every bar a 10, and then the problem with that is that when it doesn't hit, now you look like you just put all that energy towards something that didn't deserve it. There's no fluidity with that. That's why when the shit got when the pandemic hit and there was no crowd and you started hearing people rap, it sounded weird. You know what I mean? There was like saying something and then heavy breathing in between the bars and shit like that. It's not natural. It's not like, that's not how you're supposed to rap. And I think if you rap normally, you're gonna have a flow, but it's kind of more digestible to the masses. You know what I mean? The kind of people that reach past battle rap are the ones that rap. Like Easy, he raps. He's not haymaker chasing. B-Dot, he's not haymaker chasing. Myself, like, there's people that strictly rap and they kind of go past Surf. Surf got a flow when he raps. He's not trying to, you know what I mean? Like land every single fucking bar. He's just rapping straight through. So yeah, I think it's called battle rap, and there's still some aspects of rap that work in this. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I think it's important. You know what I mean? It's part of it.
And your breath control is phenomenal, man. And I say that because a lot of brothers, man, they gotta hit the gym though, because some brothers be trying like, yo, dog, breath control. You know what I mean? Like, for
So
real. So how
rapping,
important,
rapping
breath control is very important in battle rap, is it not?
in rap in general,
Right,
like
right.
because like the kind of rappers that, like, if you go in the booth and you just punching in
Mm-hmm.
because you can't say your whole verse in one breath, or like know where to breathe and shit like that, it's not natural. You know what I'm saying? So like it's like it's like rapping is physical. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of rappers like even the fat rappers, you'll notice they're not really moving around too much. They kind of just stay in one spot because they know they gotta use that with you know what I mean? Use it's a physical thing. It's like exercising. And then there's still a lot of rappers that are like in shape, you know what I mean? Like Meth is how old, and he's still
50.
bro,
50.
that's crazy. And he still rap. You hear him on this RJ Payne, Conway, he's on their songs going crazy. You know what I mean? Because it's part of it. You know what I mean? When you go up to a Funk Flex or an I-95 and you can't get through your shit in one, in one
Yeah.
take, there's definitely something there. There's a certain kind of cloth there that you have to know how to rap all the way through. Because writing it is one thing, but actually saying it, you know what I
Right.
mean? That's another thing. So yeah, I definitely focus on breath control a lot, because you might not even notice. That's the art in breath control. You have to make it so it's subtle. Like, you might not hear me take a breath. That's why it sounds so fluid. But I know the parts I gotta take a quick breath so I don't, get tired.
Sick. I also like your Blades and Bars freestyle that I saw on YouTube, though. You kicked that shit, though. But I'm not surprised, though. To be honest, though, you a hip hop dude.
Thank you.
Looks like you, DNA, Dot, Easy. Y'all are hip hop. Briz. Those are, y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know? So listen, let me ask you a question. Sitting out, what have you sat back and watched battles? Have you been going to events? Like, have you been tapping in, or you just been on a whole different type of zone?
I tapped in a little bit. I was at Remy's event. Shout out to Remy. Thanks for the invite. That was fire.
Is it good to get away sometimes? Is it good to get away from this shit?
Absolutely. The first time, the first time I realized that is when I went to Summer Madness. I didn't have a battle. I just went out there to support, you know what I mean? And like I said, I was in the mode of battle rap feeling like work, because June, July, and August, I battled Danny, Arsenal, and Av. You know what I mean? Now it's September. I'm taking a break. I got to go out there. And then there was like a pool party after, and we're just out there chilling. You know what I mean? Feeling the love, getting stopped in the streets, like going to the event, taking pictures, meeting the fans. Like, shit like that is refreshing, and it makes you realize the impact that you really made. You know what I mean? So like, that kind of shit is very important, because while you're preparing for a battle, you're so focused on the battle, you don't get a chance to just get out of the bubble real quick and look at everything. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's very important to take a break. And my work output was so much last year that I felt like I didn't want to get to the point to where people got used to me or
Right.
used to my style. You know what I mean? I do have a very unique style when it comes to battling. So I wanted to sit out and see if my style was missed. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And sitting out, I realized that there's a lot of aspects of me that are missed, like getting through a round clean, like rapping. You know what I mean? Like shit, like, you know what I mean? Shit like that. Whereas there's a lot of people that, you know,
That's on some bullshit. Get it? That's on some
yeah,
bullshit.
almost every event there's been
Yeah.
some bullshit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So like, but yeah, I went to Remy's event. I went to a couple iBattle events, like,
Shout out.
shit like that. Yeah. Shout out. And
Shout out.
then also, I've been enjoying life a little bit too. I got a chance to I fuck with Burna Boy, so I got a chance to go to his concert. You know what I mean? Shout out to the band. We got to chill with them that weekend. I just posted a picture with a legendary Punjabi artist. His name is Jazzy B. He's a legend. I just got to chill. I met him last night. You know what I mean? Like, just going around and just living life, bro. Living life, because when you get so focused on the craft, sometimes you do need a break to spark your creativity. You don't want to keep rapping about the same shit. You need a change of location. You know what I mean? You need like a change of like the shit that you're consuming in your head. Like they call it food for thought for a reason. You know what I mean? It's like food. Like whatever you consuming is gonna shape how you're thinking. So if you're just watching a whole bunch of the same shit, your train of thought is gonna stay there. You know what I mean? You gotta kind of go to different places and just try to, you know what I mean? Like that's part of recharging. So that's mainly what I've been doing. You know what I mean?
Where were you ranked last year in Champion of the Year contention? Where were you ranked last year? Do you remember the number?
I was 10 on Champion, but I was top 6 on URL. Make it make sense.
But it's not a wide. You think that's a wide margin though? 10-6 though. 4. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like this the thing. That's my petty side, right? It's just there's like 2 or 3 names that were ahead of me. Like they put Danny ahead of me. Shout out to Danny. But after Gnome, come on. Like, how could you? All right. But then like that's my petty side, you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, the fact that I'm even top 10 battle rapper in the fucking world is crazy. You know what I mean? And then it was an honor to see URL even do awards last year, and they only had 6 names for Battler of the Year. And, you know, I was one of them names, so that was crazy. My rapper side does think I should have been higher on Champion, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't think I was like the champion of the year. I think I had a great year, you know what I mean? And I think having a couple debatables probably knocked me down a couple spots. But the shit that I learned from those debatables is way more valuable than a higher spot. You know what I mean?
But if I look at it, right, you go back to 2020 when you had a Spade in Atlanta, right? And then fast forward, if you being a top 10 battle rapper for one calendar year, the following year, that's I gotta give you props for that, brother. You feel me?
The year before, I was number 16, I think. And that was crazy to me because that was top 20 in the world. I'm like at the end of the day, like I'm proud to even be mentioned in any of these like conversations. Like, yo, anytime I'm like out, the craziest shit about this impact to me is like, yo, if I go out, I get recognized almost every single time. And it's so dope to see that battle rap is reaching that kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like I could just be walking somewhere in the city or be in Newark somewhere or something, you know what I mean? And then get stopped. Yo,
the love, right? The love.
Bro, that shit, I feel so much gratitude when that happens. And that's honestly the most important part to me. You know what I mean? Leaving some kind of impact. So the money is great. You know what I mean? I haven't needed a job since I got on URL. So I've been chilling. I got, you know, being on URL and caffeine allowed me the luxury to take a break. You know what I'm saying? So like that shit is great. But the impact, the love, you know what I mean? The getting to meet my favorite rappers, shit like that. You know what I mean? That's more the important part.
What you told Chilla? How you a kingpin and you don't make royalties off your rent? That shit was hard.
Appreciate it.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, sir. You were in the first Ultimate Madness one, correct?
Exactly 2 years ago.
And how far did you get in that tournament, sir?
Me and Jay had one of the best battles, but I was out first round.
So what made you spin the block back when you got the phone call? Especially, you're coming off chilling in the bench for a little bit. You know what I mean? Enjoying life and everything. Kick back your feet. And your first time coming back to the culture now, you decided to go in a tournament.
To be honest, I was bamboozled a little bit. Just a little bit. There were some names I was told, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was going to be on. Hold on. There were some names that were supposed to be on here.
Yeah.
And they're not on here, right?
I'm watching the selection like, wait, what? How did, like, the first one, I'm like, all right, maybe there was a replacement. And then I was like, holy shit. Like, a lot of the original list that I got was a lot more top tiers.
I saw that list.
Yeah, you did, right?
Bam, I tweeted out, this is going to be the greatest Ultimate Madness, period. But 2 weeks ago, I tweeted that out. This is going to be the greatest Ultimate Madness. Then some names was like, I saw this. That ain't it right there what I saw.
So I was bamboozled a little bit, right? But honestly, I just felt like, you know what I mean? I had a conversation with Beasley.
Okay.
And he was basically like around this time is usually when like the season starts, right? This is when this shit starts happening back to back, right? So he was telling me, you know, about me getting more active, and he was like, we got this. And, you know, I'm one of the guys, and this was assured by the people in the league too. I'm one of the guys that even if I end up, you know, battling somebody, having a great battle and not making it or something all the way, I could still get on Gnome. You know what I mean? I could still get on these big cards. I was on almost all my battles was on big cards last year, and it's
Drake card? You want a Drake card?
Drake card, Volume, Gnome, the main event in a super fight, Smack's birthday. You know what I mean? Civil War, like all of these are like high risk situations, and I delivered every time. So it was dope to hear that from, you know, Beasley and stuff. And then yeah, he was just like talking about me getting more active, and the tournament sounded fun, man. Like, yo, I'm recharged, and the thing that I can't wait to see is what's gonna be on full display is everything that like I got to sit back, reflect on, watch, learn, apply. You know what I mean? All of that is gonna be on full display, and I can't wait for that to happen.
So, Sikh, talk to me about rest, recharging the brain, refueling, right, versus rust.
Rust is like,
is that overrated?
Rust is when the rest goes on too long. You know what I mean? Like rest and recharge is kind of like if you picture like a battery, right? You're just recharging. But then when you go past that, that's when it could get to rust. You know what I mean? And if I wasn't watching a bunch of battles, you know what I mean, that could lead to rust. If I wasn't going to events like in person, seeing a response from crowds. Every time I'm watching an event, I'm studying. You know what I mean? Like I'm taking shit in. So there's definitely a difference in those two. I think for me, rust would only occur if I didn't rap or go to events for a very long time. You know what I mean? Even if like rust could still happen if I'm in the studio all the time and I stop watching battle rap. Like rust or then if I you know stop being updated with what was going on, but that's not the case. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't gotta worry about that anytime soon.
So in my A-verb voice, 2-minute rounds, they booked me in a long time. First of all, let me say this. I think this works up your alley. Walk with me right quick. 2 minutes, the way you rap, with the fast flow, I feel you could compact a lot of shit in 2 minutes compared to a lot of dudes that's on this card. You say what to that?
No, that's a fact. Like I said, I don't think there's anybody on the league. I think the only person on the league you could compare, like as far as styles, is me and B Dot. Like we rap very similar. I don't know who else on the league you could say is like. Although I feel like I might focus on a punch a little bit more than B Dot might, you know what I mean, or something like that. But we do have similarities. But the point is the pacing. Yeah, that pacing hasn't really been in battle rap. But it's also like, man, I learned a lot sitting back and watching back. You know what I mean? So like I know what to do. Like I say this because I'm like tiptoeing around it because I'm trying not to, you know, give too much away. But what I'm trying to say is like, if you look at my first rounds every time I'm on a stage, that's me showing knowledge of what to do on the stage. Pat Stay, Av, DNA, the crowd is going crazy. When I start getting into the angling and the shit like that in the second and third round, that's me experimenting and seeing, all right, if I deliver the angle this way, what happens? If I say it like this, what happens? That's me figuring out that part of the stage. As far as performing on a stage and knowing what to do on a stage, I know what to do if you look at those first rounds.
Well, stay with me right quick. I want to cut you off. I want to stay right there on the stage because brothers like yourself, Easy, right? I felt like during the quarantine, they were putting you guys in the box as quarantine rappers. Y'all couldn't graduate from the quarantine cafe room to the big stage, right? Easy graduated. You got a lot of battles also under your belt, past stage, and a couple other battles. Being that you haven't battled on a big stage at all for a while, right? Any concerns at all that would take? And what do you think about URL also taking the tournament to the big stage compared to the small room?
Man, the big stage, like, this is supposed to be less people than Civil War. You know what I mean? And I rock the Civil War room. This is going to be less people than the Drake card. And
Okay.
I rock that room. You know what I mean? So, like, I know what to do on these stages. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm in control when I'm on the stage. Like, I know what's happening. I'm doing some shit for myself and for the crowd and for people that are listening to bars. Like, I'm doing everything. You know what I mean? Like, so I know what to do. Like I said, there's no rust here. You're gonna see next week. But as far as the tournament being on the stage, I think the main thing that matters is the judges. I think we got informed judges. You know what I mean? Like, we can't have them judge. The worst kind of person in battle rap is the person that doesn't understand the bar, but since everybody else is reacting, they start reacting. That's like one of the worst people in battle rap, son.
Now, hold on. Any concerns that the judges get gassed off that and the entourage that's going crazy behind the battle rapper?
That's what I'm saying. So in the past, I when I'm going through the list of the judges, they're credible people because they form their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're informed and they've been watching battle rap. If you get a judge, I'm giving a hypothetical, that's only been watching battle rap since Caffeine started, they might not know certain bars have been said a million times already. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here's my concern with that. Tony Bro, which is a credible judge in battle rap, I respect Tony Bro. He's not going to be on there, right? I got a phone call from P 3 days ago. I said, I'm good, right? Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Have they told you who the judge is going to be?
No, we don't know the judges yet.
And
you don't want to judge? You'd be a good judge.
Judges, huh?
I say you don't want to judge. You'd be a great.
I'll tell you why. I don't care about that. But battle rappers be judges.
I think it should be a mix because at the end of the day, battle rap is it's such a close-knit family that you could make connections with anybody to form some kind of bias, whether it's for them or against them. You know what I mean? Like, the only person I could think of that's not like affiliated is like Iron Solomon, right? But like everybody else is kind of like clicked up, or they got certain biases towards people. So, you know, I guess depending on who's in the tournament, you could pick some battle rappers. And I do think battle rappers would have more of an informed decision. You know what I mean? Because, like, a big problem with a lot of the people like that were judges before, when people were against them, was their reasoning didn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, that's the main thing that you got to focus on while you're explaining why you're picking somebody to win. Like, the reason makes sense. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
You're a clear favorite in the first round, sir. I mean, with all due respect to the brother that you're battling, some people will say if he beats you, that's an upset. Some people say that you're supposed to win this battle 3-0. Some people say, well, Sikh, listen, man, this brother's entertaining also. Even though you're a favorite, you're battling a dude that does have, on a stage like this, or 500 people in a room, he's probably more entertaining than you. He probably checks that box, maybe even with you, or maybe a shade bit better than you on that department. You say what?
I think that I did. Listen, why you laughing? I didn't even say anything. Yo, this is what I think. Shout out to Stumbles. I think he's going to be very entertaining. I think it's a good thing for him that his expectations are so low, because he don't got to do shit to impress people. You know what I mean? Like, his bar is at the ground. So if he does what he's known for doing, he's going to exceed his expectations. You see what I'm saying?
Bar is at the ground, though.
He got 2%. No, who's believing I'm not distant.
Sir,
Listen,
you said a man got 2%. Your opponent has 2%.
some of the votes that I saw, it was like
Okay, got you.
98% me, yeah, and then 2% him. I saw another one that was like 94 me, 6% him. So what I'm saying is this: Stumbles is very capable of rocking a stage. You know what I'm saying? I know that. I knew that before this battle even got locked in. I know what Stumbles can do. People don't know what Stumbles can do, right? Which is why they're not voting for him. And I think the votes is also a reflection of the work that I put in. It's supposed to look like that. You know what I mean? And I think he's going to do good and he's going to exceed expectations because his bar is set so low, it's going to be easier for him to exceed the expectations. You see what I'm saying? Whereas my expectations are where they should be because of my past performances. And for me to do it is like a bigger, there's like more space that I got to cover, but I do this. So I think that, shout out to Stumbles. He's gonna be proud of his performance, but I can't let him move on. You know what I mean? So I think a lot of things will be on display next week, and yeah.
I think is it me or should have been you and none in the first round?
Man, it could have been anybody. I'm just focused on this is a crazy tournament.
Anybody, sir? What do you mean anybody? There's some heavy hitters on this card, so we got a 3-time champion in battle rap on here. So what do you mean? Talk to me. What do you mean, Ken? It could be anybody.
This is why, right? Battle rap has been very complimentary towards me financially, right? So 100K is not out of my vision. 100K seems very reachable to me. You know what I mean? So it's great, and that doesn't mean I'm less hungry for it. If I get it in one shot, hell yeah, I'm going for that. That's what I'm going for in this tournament. And that's going to be the main driving factor. But the thing that's more important to me than that is respect and impact and you know what I mean? Shit like that. Which is why every time you see me battle somebody who, for the last 2 years, I've pretty much been battling legends, I make sure to have that kind of performance that's going to make them fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's more important to me, the legacy. You see what I'm saying? The legacy is more important than getting to the money because I'm going to get to that money regardless, whether it's in one shot or whether it's over time. You know what I mean? So the main thing is that's why I'm saying it could have been anybody. I'm trying to make while people are watching me, I'm trying to make them entertained. I'm trying to make them locked in. I'm trying to make them excited about battle rap and shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's my main focus.
Well, I don't know if you know. I like to inform you, sir. He said in Twitter spaces that he's gonna beat shit down your leg.
I heard it. It doesn't sound as bad as the headlines make it seem. You know what I mean? Like he was saying, shout out to look. The internet is bullying him right now, son. Like, y'all gotta leave Stumbles alone, man. Stumbles is gonna do good, bro. Leave him alone, man.
Yo,
let him.
I know you got something up your sleeve, so I know you got something up your sleeve. The angles you about to take though.
Man, I'm just trying to please the fans. Like, pause. I'm trying to give them a performance that they, you know what I mean, can watch again and make them, like I said, all the shit I said, make an impact, make them happy with battle rap, all of that, man.
You know why I say that? Because you're the first one to battle Stumble since everything's impacted. And to give you the first shot to have that conversation, so to speak, about certain things that no one's executed yet because they haven't stood in front of him, you're the first one up to bat, sir.
Okay, but to play devil's advocate, this is a tournament, right?
Facts.
What if you can't waste a lot of time?
2-minute round ain't booked me in a long time. That's what I'm saying. You feel me? Like
it could work for or against depending on how a person would do it, hypothetically. You know what I mean?
People like you and I think JC to a degree, I think 2 minutes, they can get a lot off in 2 minutes. Some people don't start getting cooking until like 150 mark and then But that's a different story.
Right.
Every day, sir. You know?
Nah, you gotta see, I gotta be careful with what I say because I might give some sauce away.
Okay.
So I'm like, I just say this, like you just gotta be calculated, and you know, I'm making sure to be calculated this battle.
With 2 minutes though, Sick, is it more like ain't no time for intro? You gotta get straight to the shits?
It's kind of like when I battle Arsenal. Remember, I was talking about the 2-minute 30s. That was super creative and fun to write for. You know what I mean? To kind of make the time a weapon against them. But like, yeah, man, like you gotta just like, and it's on a stage. You gotta like the entertainment doesn't come from the story in a tournament. Like,
Right.
you just gotta guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, I'm trying to break that rule. That's what Stumble said, right? He said the room go. Yeah, let's break the rule.
Are you finished with the material?
Man, you trying to make this give everything.
I'm just asking questions, sir. I just want to know how far you on the material. That's all.
Man, we're never. For me, I'm never finished until I'm on stage because I add shit in, I take shit out. I'm not a normal battle rapper. I don't just write rounds top to bottom. I write sections. You know what I mean? Like I'm a weird prepared battle rapper. You know what I mean? Like I was done writing for Mike P like a week and a half ahead, and then I was done writing for Av the Thursday before the battle. Like it could happen anyway. So it just depends on the preparation. So,
but see, to go back to the preparation, and I'm going to ask you this question that I asked Fonz, I asked Prestavia, I asked all these other people that I spoke to within the last couple of days. Sick, URL, they could have done a better job by giving you guys more prep time. Would you agree with that?
hell yeah. 11 days, dog. Come on. But like, this is the thing. I battled Chilla Jones on 12 days. Notice. And me and Chilla had one of the best battles that year. So like, it's nothing for me because I'm sharp. I'm in shape. You know what I mean? Like I'm rapping all the time. Like I do this. So like, that's not anything crazy for me. But I think that I don't know how many people are gonna adapt to that. 2 weeks is a short time for a lot of people.
A lot. And I'm sorry. I still we're gonna see a lot of chokes. I don't want to throw that in the air, battle rap guards, part of itself. But seen it before.
Look, I think the second round is gonna be the round that's more of a contest. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be the round where like the stronger left. You know what I mean? And the stronger battling each other. I think that's gonna be because now you got a full 2 weeks instead of 11 days or whatever. You know what I mean? So okay. I think that's gonna be the shit to watch.
My guy, man, I appreciate you, Sick, man. Love chopping it up with you, King. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to these battles, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yo, shout out to you. You always just let me know. You always got an interview for me. You let me talk to Crook for the first time. You know what I mean? So like that's always like that's you know what I mean? That's a special place. So I appreciate.
Yeah, you my guy, man. You know what I'm saying? You my guy, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm glad to be back. And I can't wait to
shake the building. I know you're gonna shake the building. I know that.
That's the job. I have to. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I appreciate
it. Stumble's gonna get a round off you. Is he gonna get a round off you?
Shout out to Stumbles. It's your time, bro.
If he beat you.
What?
What if he beat you? Hypothetically speaking, if he beat you.
If he beats me, then he gave a Lux performance. Like See, now you about to make me talk shit, and I don't.
Nah, hold on. Would it mess with you psychologically if he beat you because you are high? Listen, 94% and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Man, I don't even that's not a universe that exists where that happens. Like I'm not manifesting none of that. Energy returns, you know what I mean? And the energy I'm putting out is I'm going all the way for that 100K.
He might call my Up on the phone, she might spit bars at you, son. You never know. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm ready to go crazy. I'm excited. I'm gonna make it. Yo, I can't wait. That room is gonna be lit. And I'm man, the more time you give me, the more comfortable I am. After this recharge, bro, like that's why I said it could have been anybody. I don't feel like a big part of battling is how you feel going into a battle. I don't feel like I said it could have been anybody. I saw the list. I was ready for anybody on that list, the original list with the top 10.
You got a snake eye line in the cut. I know you sick. You got an ill snake eye line. You got an ill stumble flips. You got a Tony Bro line in the cut that's gonna go crazy. I know how you give it up, dog. Yo, Stumbles, he gonna be coming at you like that. That fast flow gonna be hitting you like this, dog. You got to do one of these numbers, fam. This man's flow pattern, Stumbles.
Man, I appreciate
Jersey.
Jersey.
Hey, man. Love, King. You know the vibes, man.
Thank you, bro.
My brother.
Salute. Tune in next week. And yo, everybody that's watching, I'm gonna be on Surf Show in an hour. So
okay.
Salute to Surf. Go on Caffeine.
Okay. That's my brother Surf.
Yeah. RealSickStore.com for the merch. There's a lot of shit coming out. You know, I've been trying to make the merch right. You know, you gotta order it, try it on, see what works, all that stuff, right? So new merch coming soon, music coming soon, big announcements coming soon, and then the tournament too. So shout out to everybody that watched. Thank you, 3. And I'll be looking forward to your recap.
My man, Jersey.
Salute, Jersey.
You already